And welcome back to Conan Exiles Rebirth, Episode 4, Conquest of the Violet Isle. I'm the gray-haired gamer, your host, and we are back in our Isle of Sipta adventure, where we have taken control of the Violet Isle right here in this lake. We did a little bit of work offline, off camera here to secure this area because, man, this is a very, very popular area because of all the resources nearby, and as well as its quick location to other places. And so we wanted to make sure we did not have anybody else come up here and take our spot once we laid a hold of it. So we did do a little bit of building here. You can see we got us a couple basic benches set up, not all of them. And as well, we got some storage here now. So today we're going to work a little more on getting this built up, getting some key benches in here, mainly our Wheel of Pain and an Armor's Bench. And then we're going to head over the hillside here to Arno's Prospect, and we're going to take us our first thrall. Now, a couple other places we want to be looking at is just north of Arno's Prospect here along this this large outcropping here for dogs, that sometimes they will have a baby pup that we can grab a hold of and put in a animal pen and raise to be an animal companion, as well as right here with the island lynxes. They too will sometimes have a baby that we can grab a hold of and raise up to be an animal companion. So we have some things we need to build, and we have to figure out how we're going to use this beautiful island here now to make all this stuff happen. I'm thinking that back here is where we will put our stable and animal pen, because they are a little bit bigger. We are going to be using the small animal pen, not the regular size one, to save some room, but still those are three pretty big items. So let's see how our benches were doing while we were away. Good, we got a lot of iron, got a few bricks, and we don't have any shaped wood yet. And we do have some leather and some tar. Alright, so let's get them all in our box here and see what we're going to need. The first thing we want to do is probably build up either the Wheel of Pain or the Armor's Bench. We do have just light armor, so if we can go into that NPC camp and take them one at a time, we have a very good shot at snagging them up. Alright, so we need 200 wood, 200 stone, 50 iron we have, 50 twine we have, so we need 200 and 200. Alright, we've got our tools all repaired and ready to rock. Now we're going to take advantage of all the wonderful resources in this area. It actually has just as many resources as where we were at before, but it also has the bonus of having a large supply of aloe around it. And now we are very, very convenient to free money our silver and gold outcroppings that we know are right in the area. And as well, we have excellent location. We're right next to the quote-quote New River, and we will definitely be taking advantage of that to farm out some experience, as well as reptile hide and food. Alright, so there is enough stone. And yeah, the mystery of the floating horse. If you want to find out the mystery of the floating horse, you're going to have to tune into our last episode, Rebirth Episode 3, where we explain what the heck is going on there. You can catch that on YouTube. You can catch that on Twitch, both Gray Hair Gamer. And while you're there, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and help this channel out. Okay, so we have wood, we have stone, we have iron, and we have twine. So now we can make our Wheel of Pain. We'll need to make a couple other things then. We'll need to make bindings, the actual rope to drag our victims back here, and we will need the club, or the truncheon they call it, to knock them poor fools unconscious. Let's see, we do have enough material in our storage box to make the truncheon, and yeah, we just need plant fiber and twine for the fiber bindings. We may need to snag up a bit more plant fiber. That's okay, it's right in the area. And in fact, it's right here. Alright, so this is actually pretty small, but the advantage is it's small. The disadvantage is you can only have one thrall at a time in there. Okay, and something that we want to also craft up is some food. We're going to make some gruel that will fuel the Wheel of Pain, and then once we break the thrall and they become our loyal little mindless servant, that will also be a food source for them. It's actually a very good one, especially for fighters, because it does give an increase to their strength, bumping up, increasing when they level up. Very easy to make, just plant fiber and seed. So we can have our little cook fire down here crafting that up and making us some XP while we craft up the other items we need. Okay, we're not going to take all this plant fiber, but that should make us a nice little start. Okay, and drop that. Drop that. And here's our fibers. We only need one of them now. If we were at our old base, we would have made two, because these are very cheap and they do not have very much durability, and they wear out and break very, very quickly. What else do we need? We need the truncheon. Now later on, when we build a tinker's bench, we can make a kit that we can put onto this truncheon that will let us do a lot more damage with it. Okay, now it looks like we're set. Just need to free up a little bit of room here. And we do not have any healing potions. Okay. That's easily fixed. Alright, so we are set. Now we have our sword, our truncheon, our shield, healing potions, and fiber wraps all in our quick slots. Let's go see if we can whoop the shit out of somebody up here at this camp. Get us our first thrall, or at least get them started on the Wheel of Pain. Now the makeup of this camp we're going to, I know it's low level NPCs, being it's right on the beach, right at the spawn area basically. I do know that there are fighters and archers in there. But the question is, are there craftsmen thralls, or are they just all fighter types? We will find out here once we get over the hill. Now we will have a couple of those ostrich type creatures that we ran into before. We probably want to go ahead and clear them out, kill them, and that way when we're dragging a thrall back, that they won't be trying to attack us and kill our thrall before we can even get them back to the Wheel of Pain. Now the deer are not a threat. We don't have to worry about them. These are the birds. These are the ones that we want to get rid of. Who's first? These now with iron weapons and a little bit of decent armor, these guys are really no threat. They were a little bit of a challenge when we just had stone, but now they are really not a problem. We just want to clear these guys out so they won't mess with us any more here. Any more? One up there. We'll go ahead and finish him off too. We're just about ready to level up anyhow, so might as well go in fully stocked on strength. Strength and stamina. Also want to make sure we're fed and fully healed. Like I said, we're going to try to engage these guys one at a time. It's the easiest to try and knock them out. There's one right there. Kill him. Boom. One combo. Dead now. Alright, and there we can see one. Is that another one behind it? Alright, there's one. Or is that a player up there running back and forth? It must be an NPC glitching around like that. Alright, so there we have two right here, and a third to the north. I'm going to try and circle around and approach so we just trigger one of these guys. We're not really picky on what we get here at first, because whatever one we grab a hold of, once we break them on the Wheel of Pain, they're going to come back and help us take the others. Alright, he's an archer. So he's going to be a dick and back off. So we just want to pound on him. Alright, we did trigger another one. Where's he at? We'll get him to come after us. Now we'll bump him too. Okay, here's a fighter. We'd rather have a fighter than an archer at first. Archers are awesome to guard your base, but they're not awesome at being a buddy. So there we take our fibers, grab them up, and drag them off. And we got our first thrall. Now it is going to take some time on the Wheel of Pain before we break them. The same as if when we get a baby foal, it does take some time, a few hours of real time for them to raise up. Same with getting a baby animal and putting them in the animal pen. It does take a couple hours of real time for them to mature. So already the conquest of Violet Isle is paying off. When we were out at the other base, And in fact, you can see the rock from here. We were going to hold off on getting the thrall. We were actually going to go get an animal companion first, just because it would be easier. But now this is a whole lot easier. We're going to trigger you. No, he did not go crazy on us. Good, good. Many times, not so much with the ostrich, but before I've been dragging thralls back to camp and got attacked by alligators, and they actually went for my thrall and killed them before they attacked me. So it was all that effort wasted. One extra bonus with this island is right here, this little shallow area that you can walk across. That'll come in very, very handy when and if the purge ever comes, because they will come by land. They will not swim. So they will have to come through that little bottleneck, so we can defend that very, very easily. Alright, we got them in the Wheel of Pain. Now we just need to throw some food in there, and the breaking of their will begin. Alright, so we're going to cook up some more gruel, because they're definitely going to chug through the gruel when they're in the Wheel of Pain. And so it begins. Alright, now some things we want to do to have to be ready when that thrall is done is we want to have them some armor too. We do have our tannery built now, so we just need to get some leather, and we'll be upgrading ourselves and our thrall both to medium leather or medium armor. A lot more protection and a lot more damage reduction with only a little bit more weight. Oh, I thought he was going to get away. Now you can really put any type of food, well, human food, into the Wheel of Pain, like cooked flesh and things like that. But it's really not necessary. It works just as well with cheap gruel, and like I said as well, once they're broken, it does pay to give them the gruel, because it will boost up their strength, or give them a better chance to boost their strength. And that's what you want in a fighter type. Alright, so let's get this bench we got right here working. Now we'll get back to getting all these benches working, making us free XP. We have leveled up. We're at level 23 now, so we are progressing up there very, very nicely. Now we can switch back to our tools. And get back to harvesting some stuff. The next thing we're going to want is going to be, we want one of these. Not a floating horse, but we want a horse nonetheless, and we know where to find the foals. Luckily, we don't have to drag a baby foal back. We just pick it up and put it in our inventory, but they do weigh 50 pounds. So you want to be have some room in your inventory when you go to get one of them. We're going to need leather, iron bars, and hide, both, to make medium armor. We already have like 200 iron. We're working on the leather, and working on the hides. We can always go down to the south here along the New River and kill us some alligators. And with the aid of a tanner's bench, we can transform those reptile hides into regular hides. So we won't have to chase deer all over the place. The alligators, being aggressive, will come after us. Alright, let's get our torch going here. And again, we always want to be crafting. So even while we're harvesting, we are going to pick up a little aloe and make some more healing potions. Something you're always going to need and are always good XP. And now we can keep on harvesting just like we were. And we are going to need more bark to fuel our tannery. Say we want to keep that cranking out that leather. We're going to need quite a bit of it to make 2 sets of medium armor. But luckily it's very small, very light, so we can pile up quite a bit of it in our inventory before we have to worry about it overburdening us. Come on, where's the tree? Where's the tree? Goofy camera. Now, when we first grabbed a hold of this island, we had already started our first base over by the big ravine, and I was going to move everything over here. And then I got to thinking, you know, don't burn your bridges before you need to. So I decided to leave everything over there. That'll keep our claim on that little piece of land, and made duplicates for here. Duplicate furnace, duplicate carpenter's bench. Because we can still use that area as like a forward, like little base for when we want to go and harvest and farm the rhinos, when we want to go and get brimstone and that sort of thing. So we don't want to just give up on that area just yet. Still 101%, huh? Okay. Alright, we'll just drop all the stone for now. Screw it. There's stone everywhere up here. And eventually I do believe we're going to take and build just like a little single foundation with some torches on it, like here and here, just to kind of light it up so we know where our shallow area is. Plus we want to try and light this area up a little bit better, just anyhow. Alright, so let's get all this stuff dumped off, get this working. This has already worked. We're working, we're crafting potions. Keep this thing working, keep it fueled up. And that'll maximize our free XP. Let's see if this has made any progress yet. A little bit. We still got a long way to go. But it is moving a little quicker than I thought. But yet again, like I said, the lesser wheel of pain, there's a lesser wheel of pain, there's a quote normal wheel of pain, and then there's a greater wheel of pain. The differences being, one, the size of them, They need a bigger area for the upgraded versions, and as well they need a lot more materials to make the bigger ones. But the big difference is how many thralls you can have at a time. Like with this one, I do believe it is only one at a time. And that'll suit our purpose just fine. Like I said, we'll have to wait a bit for this first one. But when we have him, we'll have some armor ready for him, a weapon ready for him, and then we'll take a trip down the Noob River, killing gators, and get him leveled up. And then when it comes time, we'll equip him with a truncheon as well, and we'll go over and he'll help us knock out a second thrall. That's a big difference between an animal companion and a human NPC. Like an animal, a dog, the lynx, they're only equipped with the natural weapons they have, claws and teeth. So that's what they use all the time. You cannot take an animal in to help you knock out a human thrall, an NPC, because they'll just try to kill them. When you're taking them, the mystery horse, he's no longer floating. Yeah, if you have only an animal companion, then you have to go in solo to an NPC camp to take that first one. But once you get the first one, then your thrall will help you knock out the second one if you properly equip them. The mystery of the floating horse deepens. And now it's actually floating, went from floating in the air to floating on the water. Okay, for now we can dump off these tools, and we do already have a box just for healing potions and aloe. Like I said, we've been crafting them up like crazy just for the free XP. Things we need to build here yet. We need a blacksmith's bench, and we need a stable, and also a saddler's bench. So we need to think ahead and think about where we're going to put all this stuff. I'm already considering building like a little courtyard area here with crafting on one side, and we'll have a little roof over it, and then make a square across here, again with a roof on it, and then a third side over here like a three-sided box for our crafting area with like a little courtyard in the middle. We want to take advantage of this bottleneck here, this only shallow spot, and we will be putting a big gate right across here with a couple places like defensive turrets almost on either side, where we can, when we start taking those archers from that camp, we'll put them to work guarding our gate. So we already want to start planning what we're going to be doing here. At the top, I think we're going to build a big tower, or maybe 2 or 3 connected towers, smaller ones, to be our actual quote-quote house. We're going to use this area up in here for, like I said, our animal pen, our stable, our wheel of pain, and probably up here in this middle type terrace. Up in here we'll probably build like our altar. So we're going to need lots and lots of materials to do all that. I've been trying to kind of leave this island alone and keep as much natural resources as we can. That's why I haven't paved this whole area, just because I think it looks a little nicer with the trees and the grass. We're going to try to leave as much of that as we can, just for aesthetic purposes, and as well it will save us. We won't have to make as many building pieces. So let's get some wood gathered up. We'll get that carpenter's bench working, and as well we need to stash some wood for building, like I said, building a stable, building this saddler's bench to make a saddle, building the tanner's bench so when we go start getting reptile hides from the gators. We'll be able to transfer that into hide and then into leather. And just getting ourselves set up to become more and more badass. Another big benefit as soon as we have this thrall broken, that we can have him follow us around, and we can use his extra inventory spots. So we won't be going out and getting 400 wood and then have to run home. We'll be getting like 2,000 wood and 2,000 stone before we have to go running back home. And that makes a huge difference. What's all over here? Just normal stone. You always want to keep your eyes out when you're, like we're going for wood right now, but we always want to keep our eyes out for where other stuff is. Stone, iron, coal. Oh, we got someone built down here. Let's go check this out. They got an animal pen here. Do they have anything else? Oh, yeah, looks like they do. He's raised a deer as a pet. Okay, each of their own. By Zeus is the boy. Check our players list, see if they're on. No, does not look like they are on right now. But yeah, everybody's level 60 except for us and one other fella. Yeah, he's got a big old block house. Now we can jump in and help this. Oh, he's guarding. Okay, so he should not attack us, being as we're on a PB server. We can still go in and ninja the kill and get the experience for that. Yeah, one gator, we got 20 reptile hide. Yeah, he built right at the top of this waterfall. Big old ugly flotsam box. And he's got more stuff up here. He's got some animals. He's got another animal pen. He's got an elephant and a rhino. Wow, that's not too bad. I've yet to find one of the baby rhinos. He's got his cook fire. He's got a preservation box, so he's pretty decent level. And he left his gate hanging wide open. That's odd. And he didn't build anything inside, just empty boxes. Oh, there he is, unconscious. So we're not going to mess with him. We just wanted to see what was going on. Always pays to know where your neighbors are at. Glad to see he did not build over across the river where that gold and silver is, because that would stop. It would stop spawning if he built too close to it. Yeah, we have almost everything we need to start making coins. We did unlock the casting table and the molds as a separate technology. And we have the furnace already. So we could almost even be going up and getting an animal companion while this guy is getting broken on the wheel of pain. But we need the animal pen first, unfortunately. Alright, what do we need? We need... I believe the animal pen and the stables both are built. Yeah, they are both built here in the carpenter's bench. Okay, small animal pen. Oh, we just need normal materials. Stone, wood, and twine. And the stables, we need brick, shaped wood, and twine. And we have all of that. So we can get the stable started. And possibly get both of them started here. And our brick. Okay. Now, of everything that we built so far, only the wheel of pain, the wheel pen and the stable and the animal pen are the only things that we will not be able to move. We do not have shaped wood yet. That was back at the other base. So let's go chop down some trees quick. Like I said, the animal pen and things, if we want to move them later, we actually have to destroy it and build a new one and then place it where we want. It's not a big deal. Said we saw there, it's all basic materials and it's experience for making them in the first place. Shaped wood is rather expensive. It takes 10 pieces of normal wood to make one piece of shaped wood. But man, we have trees everywhere up here. We do not have to go far at all to harvest this stuff. Alright, that'll be enough to get us started. Another nice bonus having the water right nearby. We don't have to make trips like every 5 minutes, it seems, to go get water. And we won't have to spend the perk points, the feat point, or the materials to build a well. Alright, how many pieces of shaped wood do we need? 10. We do not have enough bricks. We were 2 bricks short. So we need to gather up some stone. Get that processing. We probably will end up making a second furnace. That'll become important when we make steel. We'll have one furnace converting ironstone into iron, and then the second one converting iron into the steel. But it can be useful for us now. We can have one doing iron and one doing bricks. We are going to need quite a few of them. When we start building a gate, start building some walls. We are going to use a combination of building pieces. We're going to use the tier 2, this, is it the smooth stone, I believe it's called, for the outside of our walls and outsides of our buildings. Just because it is a lot more durable. If and when the purge comes, it will take a lot more damage to break those pieces, but we don't want to build everything out of that. We're also going to use the flotsam set, which is a tier 1 set, and only uses wood, normal stone. so we can cut down on the building expenses. Plus, it'll give us a nice contrast. We'll have stone pieces, and we'll have like wood pieces for stairs and roofing and things like that. You don't want everything all the same, like the neighbor down there with the big square ugly box all made of the same piece. You want to have a little bit of style. You want to have a little bit of creativity. Because just like Minecraft, that is one of the huge draws of this game, being able to build basically anywhere and almost anything that you can imagine. Alright, so we need stone bricks. Just going to go ahead and eat the rest of these oysters. Man, they've been around since day one. We picked them up off the beach, seems like forever ago now. And we have some points here to spend. Yeah, we've been doing okay on our health. We haven't been getting beat up that bad, so we are going to put this... well, we could put 1 into strength, and we'll put 1 into vitality. And 23, level 23. I think our next big step is level 25. When we unlock some new stuff. Yeah, there's stone brick stairs. We're going to want that. That's only 2 points. One nice thing that they did with this game when they updated with Alisipta, like I said before, I've been playing since it was in pre-release. And back then, let's say, for example, you wanted to make a star metal mace. Okay? First, you would have to research every step along the way. You would have to research the stone mace. Then you would have to pay again to research the iron mace. Pay again for the steel. Pay again for the hardened steel. Pay again for the star metal. Okay, so you would end up dropping a buttload of your knowledge points into one weapon type, or one weapon. But now, they've changed that, thank goodness, that if you make the basic one, like, what do we have that's basic? A basic weapon. Okay, we have our sword. Okay? Now, we don't have to spend points. If all we want is a star metal sword, we can wait until we can unlock that with our levels. And we don't have to pay 5-6 times for every step in between. You can skip. Prime example of that is we learned shields. Okay? We learned just the basic wooden shield. Okay? And now if you look down here in our gray or brown boxes, what was available to learn, we can learn the wooden targ, which is 1 step up, and we can also learn the iron targ, which is 2 steps up from that, without paying for the one in the middle. So we can skip steps. And man, that is a big, big difference from, like I said, when the game first came out. Now we are going to spend 1 point on this brazier, and we will need 1 point for an artisan's bench to make it. But we're going to need those to light up our area, to light up our buildings inside of it. Okay, we should have a couple bricks here now. Yep. Okay, so now we did build the small animal pen. Now we can build our stable. Said before we can get a horse, we still need a saddler's bench to make a saddle for it. But we can now go get a baby animal and get them. Oh, I did not want to loot everything. We can get them starting to mature. So again, we want to put them up here somewhere. Like I said, they are a little bit bigger. I mean, boom. Thank goodness that was another nice change they made, was the animal pen. Before you just had the normal size one, and they are freaking huge. Now you have the small one. It takes up a lot less room, a lot less materials, but you can only do one at a time. And that's fine. I'm not planning on raising 5 animals at a time. Okay, we want to keep this leather working. We're going to need that. And let's see what we need for the saddles bench. Because we know where to find a baby foal. And we can get there literally without getting into combat. Alright, we need 50 shaped wood, 50 twine, and 50 leather. And then we're also going to need leather to make the actual saddle itself. Yeah, we're going to be back to harvesting. Oh, that one got away. That one got away. That's okay. Alright, so for right now, let's go get some more wood. We'll get that in the carpenter's bench. Get ready to make the next piece of the puzzle. And we leveled up. Yeah, making that small animal pen was a nice boost to XP. It's all free money, free money, free money. There we go. We still need to upgrade our skinning knife and our cleaver. We built them in iron, but they were back at our old base, and we haven't gone back to collect up those things yet. Because we do have quite a bit back there. It's going to take a couple trips. Or we just wait till our human thrall is done and we use his inventory to haul all of it for us. We're going to get down here and see if these gold and silver respawn. Thinking, I said about free money, free money, free money. What made me think we could use some free money. I like money. So we'll get this wood back here. Yep, there's the gold. We'll get this gold working in the furnace. And then we'll get us a... oh man, we gotta prepare our stuff. We will get us a blacksmith's bench. Upgrade what's left of our tools to upgrade. And just try to keep everything working. And then the silver, remember we showed you, is right around the corner here, right by the big rock. Now ideally what we'd be going up to the NPC camp for is baby island lynxes. And they require nothing but gold coins. You can't buy them with silver. But you can buy other things with silver. Oh, and always pick up the fragments. A lot of times, especially with gold, you'll actually get more material from the fragments than you do the actual node. Yeah, I can't believe that dude built that giant, ugly frickin' box. And what's he got over here? an altar. You can see here is where our short sword suffers a little bit, fighting two at a time. And we can survive it, but the mace would have done damage to both those guys in the same swing. Alright, what can we get rid of to drop our weight here? Okay, there we're good. Alright, let's go drop this stuff off, get it cooking. And we'll be back to gather more. And we're going to keep continuing the things that we've been doing here with our free XP all the way up to level 60. As much as we can. It's obviously going to take a little longer to level up now because the XP requirements are so much bigger. But still, all that free XP will still all add up and will help us get there a lot faster. And in time, we will transform all this. We'll have these things up on a platform, like a little courtyard area. Like I said, we're going to have a little courtyard here with 3 protected sides is going to be our crafting area. We're going to have a gate. We're going to have a couple connected towers up here, you know. But the big thing was getting control of the land. Let's see, what do we got here? We got our silver, we got our gold, and it helps to turn on the furnace. What can we dump off in here? Okay, we do need 100 wood, I believe, to make the tanner's bench. It's one of the cheap benches to make. There's the artisan table. We'll go ahead and build that. Just knock it out. And there's the tanner's table, 100. Okay. So now we'll be able to take this reptile hide and turn it into a bunch of regular hide. And that will really boost up our leather production. Okay, our stables are done. We're going to turn the rest of this wood into shaped wood. And this should tuck right in next to okay, good enough. It's not quite lined up, not quite aesthetic, but like I said, we're going to move that around in the future. And now we want to put our artisan's table next to our blacksmith's table. And we want our... Didn't we make the tanner's bench too? No, we dropped off the wood first. That interrupted our crafting. So we have to make the tanner's bench again. There it is. So it can be a challenge just to keep the just to keep your benches working. But the more benches you have working, the more stuff you're making, the more free XP you're getting. Oh, there's our tanner's table. Yeah, the tanner's table is another very useful thing. You used to have to do all this splitting down and stripping hides as part of your armor's bench. And so when you have big piles of hide, it took you forever to get through it to actually craft your armor. Alright, we need some iron bars to repair our gear. That's why we like the iron tools, that they are so super cheap. Now that's stone. Do we have stone? Yes. Need stone to repair that. And might as well repair our sword here as well. Okay, let's check on the status of our thrall. Oh, almost 3/4 of the way. Okay, good deal. So that should be, I'm going to guesstimate about another 15-20 minutes real time. We still have plenty of gruel in there, so that's awesome. Oh, it looks like the maelstrom's kicked up. But we are definitely in a safe place. We don't have to worry about that hitting us. We have 5 more points to spend. And it looks like we have 1 more level to go till we reach steel, I think, or steel level 30. Iron was level 10. Steel should be level 20. Or 25. Steel skinning knife is 31, so I'm guessing steel tools, yeah, right there, level 30. So we got a little bit to go yet before we upgrade our gear again. Let's see, we should be able to make a blacksmith's bench. Let's see how much we might need a little bit more stone for that. We already have the iron bars. 50 and 250, yeah, so we need a little bit more stone. And there we got our stone. It makes it so difficult when you're in these tough areas, you know. When you have to go so far for resources, oh, it's grueling. That's why we knew to build here. We learned the hard way. We spent many games building in bad spots and struggling. But we found the good spots. There we go. And we do want to build, like I said, 1 more furnace. Just to speed up that production. So we're getting there, we're getting there. Our XP should still be climbing a bit. Nope, our benches must be idle. That one's still working, it's just slow. This one's done working. Artisans Table we're not going to need for a bit. Okay, this one's done working. So move them over to here. Now, what do we need? We need to upgrade our skinning knife. Sticks, just sticks and iron bars. Good. And while that's crafting, we'll keep crafting ourselves more potions. And let's try out our new skinning knife here on this poor unsuspecting deer right here. Oh, she got away with the last swat. All we had to do was smack her one more time and she ran off. There should be some other deer yet here. We do also have this little area right here that you can walk across, so we do need to be aware of that. There, we got him. 8 and 9 hides now. And as well, there should be another deer up floating around up in here. So the big rules of this game: always be harvesting, always be crafting, and maximize those XPs. There's another deer. There's another deer. Now for medium leather, I do believe it is a combination of hides and leather. We need to double check that. So if it does need some regular hides, then obviously we do not want to convert all of our hides into leather. I'm going to do about half and half. So these hides that we just gathered up, we are not going to put in the tannery. Alright, so we need an armor's bench. That's our next item. So we can outfit our thrall. We got the armor's bench to get him a weapon. But we need the armor's bench, and that should just be basic materials: stone, wood, maybe some twine. This is the next thing we want to start building, is a couple of these large chests for the big XP bonus. Yeah, 200 wood, 100 stone, or 200 stone, 100 wood, 25 twine. We can get that all right over here. And almost there. Okay, there's our 200 stone. Gather us up a little bit of plant fiber here for some twine. And then we know there's a bunch of trees in here. $34, okay, that'll do for that. Now we just need 100 wood. He said wood. Yeah, a few more swats and we'll have our armor's bench. Bingo. We do want to finish off the tree, though. We don't want to leave it hanging with one swat left. And as soon as we have our armor's bench set up, we'll be able to check it and see exactly what materials we're going to need to make. Say we're going to make 2 sets of medium armor. One for us, one for our thrall. And then our lives are going to change. We will have double the firepower in combat. We will have basically almost unlimited inventory, and we'll have a tank. We can send them in first and let them get the shit beat out of them while we float around the outside and attack, take attacks of opportunity. Alright, we're going to set our armor's bench up here. Since it requires a lot of leather and stuff, we'll set it up here for now. Saying all these will be able to move around. Once we get all this basic stuff done and our thrall taken care of, we're going to go take another thrall, get it processing on the wheel of pain, and then we can start worrying about building some of our, like our little plans here, our gate, our courtyard, our crafting area. Let's see how our thrall is doing. He is almost done. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright, let's take a look at the materials we need for medium armor. That's heavy. There's our medium. Okay, medium padding, iron bar, leather. Leather and twine. So no, okay. It is not a combination of leather and hide to make medium. It is all leather. Leather and iron bars. So we need to make every bit of our hides in the leather that we can. Still doing pretty well on fuel. The bark And again, we're going to need the padding. That's heavy padding. You always want to make sure you match it all up. Medium padding, medium armor. And we're going to need twine. Okay, we do have enough twine already in our inventory, but crafting up a little bit more never hurts. And it's more free XP. Like I said, we had to go 3 whole steps to get it. So why not got some free points? And then we're going to craft up some more potions. Keep that XP train a-rolling, man. Alright, now we should be able to make our padding. We're going to need 5 of those. Actually, 10 of those. We have enough to do 8. Alright, so let's go kill us a few more gators. We'll level up again. And get more materials here to make our second set of armor. Make our first set of armor for our thralls. And by the time we do that, our thrall should be completed. And the next run we make down here, down through the new river fighting crocodiles, we'll be bringing him and getting him leveled up very, very quickly. Okay, these respawned already. Okay. One at a time, these guys are not really too much of a problem. But when you get 2 and 3 of them at you... Oh, sounds like we can't see it from here, but it sounds like the maelstrom's finished. When you get 2 or 3 of them fighting you, they can still be a challenge when you're by yourself. Here's another one. We'll take him. And our neighbor's pet actually helped us out. Ah, there the sunshine's returned. The maelstrom is over. And here we'll sneak down around here. There's more of them down along this river. Now there's a few of them down in this area. We do want to be careful. Just want to trigger them one at a time, one at a time. Occasionally I have seen a 1 skull boss appear down in this area. So you want to be alert for that. Alright, we got the doom music kicked in. We got something coming to get us. I think it's that one, yeah. They one-on-one, that short sword does some wicked damage. What can we drop? We can get rid of that feral flesh. That stuff's pretty much garbage. We got 77 reptile hide. That's good. We got a dog and an alligator fighting over here. That is something else we can go check quick. We do know a spot where we found a puppy. We before, we can go check, see if there's a chance it could be there again. And that way we can get a free animal companion, not save up 50 gold coins for, or I think it's 150 gold coins to get the baby mountain or island lynx. And how are we much on encumbrance? Oh, we got some weight. Let's go see if scout it out and see if we can find a baby dog. Alright, we need to disengage and get a potion in quick. Okay, there we go. There we go, we survived it. Ooh, that was a bunch of them in there. And there should be a gator up here dead too, yeah. Alright, so now we're not going to have the room in our inventory if we do find a puppy. We're going to have to go back and dump this stuff off. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There he is. And one-on-one, they are no contest. It is kind of like a one-trick pony using the short sword, but man is it effective. So we use all our past experience, all our past knowledge, and we do know, we know definitely where we can get a baby horse, and we know 2 locations where we could possibly get baby animals for free. We know 1 location where we can get baby animals for money. So we keep chugging those potions, man. You always want to have a big supply of them. I try to keep at least 1 or 2 full stacks of them, stacks of 10. I wish they stacked a little bit bigger, but I always keep at least 1 or 2 stacks of 10 on me. And that'll keep that bench busy for a little bit. This will keep this bench busy for a little bit. This will keep this bench busy for a little bit. Barrel flesh, we're just going to drop that. That stuff's garbage. It actually spoils faster than you can eat it. I mean, when you have the savory flesh and then the grilled steak that it becomes, it's just pointless to have the feral flesh running around. Let's go grab us some more iron here. Tools are holding up well. Oh no, we wanted to go see about the baby dog. We'll show you where that's at. It is literally just north, just right up the beach of where we took our thrall. But it's only a chance that it'll be there. It's not, I've only actually found it there once. But it is definitely worth checking out. Since we do have the animal pen, we might as well have it working. Kill all these ostrich-looking things again just for the free XP. So we don't see such the huge jumps in our XP bar now killing these guys, seeing as how we're such a higher level now. But still, we are getting jumps in our XP, and every bit definitely helps. Not bad, not bad. We dropped them pretty damn quickly. Alright, now the area we want to look for is down around this corner. There's usually a pair of dogs hang out right there. There's one. There's two. But I do not see a pup this time. And these guys, these dogs, are a very, very good source of early game hides, except when you get jumped by a one skull boss version down here like I did my very first day. It was rather embarrassing, but man, he jumped out of nowhere at us. We can take all these guys out. And we are still not seeing any puppies, so we may just have to check back. Except when I found it before, it was right there, right off the little bluff. We do want to give more than just a quick glance to see if it's around here. You don't want to check just that spot. You want to check on around, because they're baby animals. They will wander around. They don't stay in one spot. But I'm not seeing anything up here. Alright, so let's bounce out of here. We'll check back here again a later time once they respawn. We do have one other place that there's a chance that a baby animal will spawn, but The island lynxes, man, they can throw some bleed effect on you very, very quickly. So we want to have a little bit better armor. And possibly even our thrall to help out to fight them. But it is also a spot that's right next to our camp. We won't call it our fortress yet because we barely have anything built. But it is definitely our camp. Our conquest of the Violet Isle is complete. Now we can begin the path of our true destiny. Domination of the Isle of Sipta. Yeah, it was actually very, very lucky that we got this spot. When we started yesterday, the last episode, we came through here, and all these buildings were still here, all the previous occupant. And we came back later on in the episode, about an hour and a half later, and found all of it gone. And then we were just like, okay, we need to grab this RFN right fucking now before anyone else had a chance. Oh, it looks like our wheel has stopped. I think our thrall is finished. Yes, he is. So we're going to take actually all this stuff. And we got our first thrall. Let's check him out. He's a level 1. I'm going to cook him up with some food. And it looks like he has demon fire orbs that he throws. And iron daggers. Okay, we're going to let you roll with those weapons for a little bit, buddy, just to see how you do. See how you do with them. And, oh, let's see, one more thing here. His XP, only 1200 XP to level up, so he is what they call a fast XP. There are three kinds of NPCs: fast XP, medium XP, and long XP. And it all is how quick they level up. Now this guy is a fast XP, so he requires the least amount of XP to get maxed out, but he doesn't get as strong as like a slow one or a high XP. And there you can see the effect of our gruel on him. He has a base 56% chance to grow in strength, but the gruel gives him 14% more, so that boosts him up to 70% chance of getting strength. And for a fighter, that's what we need. Alright, so we're going to have him follow me. We'll get him some armor. And he'll be ready to start whooping some ass. We'll send him down against some alligators and see how he does. And we need one more thing. We need iron bars. There's a few. Ooh, we're getting down on coal. Oh, I need the iron bars though. Where's the rest of our iron bars? Are they in here? Yes, they are. Okay, cool. So you get so many benches, man, it's hard to keep track of where all your shit is. Alright, so we need medium, medium, medium. Light, medium boots. Make 2 of those. Make 2 gloves, and that's going to do it. So we'll upgrade our stuff, we'll upgrade his stuff a little bit, and we'll go out and start whooping some ass. Okay. Alright, that boosted his armor up to 29 at least. And it will boost us up total to 45. And we're going to keep this. We're not going to throw this armor away, because we can always use that for another thrall, which we're going to go get and get on the Wheel of Pain. We want to level this guy up a little bit first using his normal weapons, and then when it comes time, we'll take away his normal weapons and give him a truncheon like we use, and then we'll both be wailing on him to knock him out. Alright, come on, buddy. Let's go get you some points. One thing we do need to do is set his behavior. And we want him to guard us. And we also want him to follow relatively closely. And those 10 meters, that's fine. And what else can we modify with him? Stand and defend, prioritize melee, or prioritize range. I want him to go melee at first. Now when you have, like this fella who had that orb that's a thrown weapon, or you get an archer, it's obviously a melee weapon, you do not have to give them ammunition. They will have an endless supply of ammunition, but it's the cheapest shit they got. You know, like we're taking out tier 1 archers and we're going to break them. They will probably only have the stone tipped arrows. You know, they're not going to have star metal or explosive arrows or anything like that unless we make them and give them to them. If we don't give them any armor, they will still have the stone tipped arrows. And they will have used to be an endless supply of them. Yeah, so there he threw a firebomb. And I didn't notice if that hurt us too or not. And now we have this thrall's inventory as well. Let's see what he does if we can just get in here and tell him to attack. And we'll move off. See what he does. Yeah, oh, he is using the dagger. Sweet. Not bad, not bad. I think we're actually going to take away... Oh, he only had the one. He only had the one bomb. Okay. So they changed this stuff before. Not sure exactly what the newest rules are. And normally I only take fighters. I don't usually take melee or ranged weapon thralls. Okay, we leveled up. He leveled up. He took a little bit of a beating, but he's got plenty of gruel, so he will heal up. There, he leveled up again. Sweet. Let's see how he's doing here now. He is already level 4. Wow. And how's his stats? He's already up to strength of 6. That is excellent. Now, we can send him in to fight the deer, but like I said, they tend to run away. So we're going to keep on with the gators and things that will actually come after us. And we'll send him in to fight by himself and see how he does. And he's got 6 stacks of bleed on that gator. Sweet, he's dodging. He's just not standing there being a one-trick pony. And he got the kill. Excellent. We didn't even have to fight anybody. We want him to have good strength for when we go after another thrall, that they can help us knock him out quicker. There's another gator. We'll have to think of a name for this guy. I always like it to give him cool names, or funny names at least. Alright, so now we also have the option here. We can give the heavy stuff to them. We can let them carry a lot of junk for us. Well, not a lot of junk, they only have this one row of inventory. A horse or a mount has 2 rows, and I believe an animal companion also has 2 rows of extra inventory spots. But humans only have 1, so you are kind of limited what you can give them. But you can pile them up and they will not get encumbered. Okay, so we can basically just stand here and block. And it holds this gator pretty well still while our thrall just kicks the snot out of him. Okay, we got another one coming to help out here. And our follower leveled up yet again. How's he doing now? Level 5. Alright, he did not level up his strength that time. Oh, we got a neighbor down here. I truly hope he is not blocking the river and blocking off this whole path, because 1, that's a fucking dick move. Yeah, I hope you can hear me. And as well, it is against the server rules. And if we wanted to make a big... Oh, we can't get around here. Okay. And if we wanted to make a stink about it, we could complain and have the admins destroy their total base. But they did leave room for people to get through, so alright, that's cool. See, at least he built with some style, you know, different building materials. He's got some actual architecture going on there. Unlike that one neighbor we saw there that just has the box of all the same shit. Found an old scroll. This is another one that'll teach us emotes. Yep. So we are going to keep working this river for whatever XPs we can get our hands on. We will also run into like a wild pig looking animal down in here. Right here. Their only thing is that they do attack in groups. There are groups of them. Out of stamina. And we got beat up pretty good there too a little bit. These guys have a pretty decent health pool too, it seems. They should be worth a nice set of points once we're done. One down. Two down. And our follower here is still pretty much full XP. So we'll just keep wailing on these guys. There we go. Yeah, that was a nice little score there. And, oh man, we got 18 points to spend. We want to definitely put some of that into our vitality. Like I said, we want to get up to that third perk and then stop. Put one more in strength. And one more in grit. And one more in vitality. Just use them up. Alright, now we're level... Wow, we're level 27? Didn't realize we leveled up that much. Let's see what we've unlocked. Stone brick gateway. We're going to want that for our defense. Stone brick fence. Again. Here's our tool upgrade and our tinker's bench that we wanted. Our reinforcements for our iron tools to make them harvest like steel tools. And here is our armor kits to decrease the weight and increase the effectiveness of that. Okay, there we go. We just unlocked a bunch of good technology. And which way do we need to go to get back home? This way? No. And here is your prime example of why I don't really like using two-handed weapons or using daggers. Because at night, you can't carry a torch. You're already right there at a huge disadvantage. Yeah, and here's the disadvantage of playing on multiplayer. Is that when they build these big, huge fortresses, the computer has to render in every building piece, every NPC's inventory, every chest, every piece in the chest, every work table, every bit of inventory in each work table. So it really lags you down when they first load up. Like I said, at least this guy built something pretty cool. Not just a ugly square box. But now we got enough reptile hide, we'll definitely be able to make enough leather now to finish off our medium armor for us and our thrall. And then we'll make another truncheon, and we'll go get us another NPC. We'll go get us another thrall and get them on the wheel of pain. Yeah, this god-awful monstrosity up here, holy smokes. So there it is, the Violet Isle, our new domain, our new little kingdom. So we'll take a good look at it here now. In fact, I think we'll take a screenshot. We will be able to look back and see how it's grown. Alright, so we gotta wait for our torch is broke. Where's our buddy at? He's carrying a lot of our stuff. He should either be catching up or teleporting to us. That's how it works. If we get too far away from them, they teleport to you. Or if they get stuck or what have you. So we just have to keep giving him some commands to try and get up here, and eventually he'll either show up or teleport. We know he's not dead, or else we would not be able to issue commands. Huh. Oh yeah, there we go. We got 123.